As you can see, Billy Bush not joining us today, as you're probably aware, part of that 2005 Access Hollywood taping with Donald Trump that's been in the news all weekend.
NBC, which owns Access Hollywood, has suspended Billy for his role in that conversation, pending further review. With that said, let's turn to last night's debate, where that 2005 tape played a big role.
It sure did. The debate kind of tense from the beginning. The candidates, right off the bat, declining to shake hands, which I thought was kind of interesting. And, of course, it didn't take long. You see him coming out.
Yeah, we knew. I was on live MSNBC yesterday at 4 o'clock from St. Louis, and we'd been told right before the debate that off the top, the tape would come up and Hillary Clinton would be able to respond first. And here's that moment.
You bragged that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. I'm not proud of it. I apologize to my family. I apologize to the American people. And yes, I'm very embarrassed by it. I hate it, but it's locker room talk, and it's one of those things.
Just for the record, though, are you saying that what you said on that bus 11 years ago, that you did not actually kiss women without consent or grope women without consent?
I have great respect for women. Nobody has more respect for women than I do.
So for the record, you're saying you never did that?
I said things that, frankly, you hear these things I said, and I was embarrassed by it.
Well, according to the CNN ORC poll of debate watchers, Clinton won the debate 57 to 34%. That less than the 62% that said she won the first debate. But, you know, look, it's probably in the eye of the beholder.
Right. But the conventional wisdom among the pundits who do this, and that includes, of course, Nicole Wallace, who was on our program earlier, Mark Halpern and others who've worked on campaigns, they believe that what we saw last night didn't move the needle. No. This was about shoring up the base at this point. We know that independents and those undecided still have 4 weeks to make that decision, although early voting is starting. But in reality, the overall view of that debate last night was that it may not have moved the needle one way or the other.
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that I felt uncomfortable with. My son, Nick, who's he's in 8th grade, and one of the assignments, and I'm sure a lot of kids across the country, their assignment was, as a social studies or current events project, watch the debate. And I felt badly that this is what they had to watch, especially for the first 10, 15 minutes. I mean, as we said, they didn't even shake hands. The basic civility that's expected didn't happen. And then, of course, the topic matter for the first 10 minutes or so was cringeworthy.
Yeah, the lack of a handshake did not bother me as much, given what I think we all agree is a very difficult moment in this country. What does it mean to be political? And your son is 14. I was walking in today thinking about all the kids watching the news coverage. And I said this to you, I don't at this point believe anyone under the age of 18 should watch cable news. I don't think that. I think there's obviously American history.
But what does that say? I mean, look, you know, I'm growing up. I mean, look, I'm a little older than you, but I mean, that was part of your current events homework.
Yeah, you'd get an assignment and you'd have to write.
Watch the debate. Your parents never had to worry. I mean, at this point, I feel like you almost have to have a 7-second delay as a parent to be able to have your kids watch the debate.
Maybe in the next 4 weeks or after November 8th, there'll be conversations that you can have about what we've witnessed, whatever the country decides that day. We're still Americans. We are still here to make this country a reflection of who we are, all of us. So, I mean, that's just, I don't have children, and these are one of those times that I just look at parents and say, you're doing God's work every day, because there are landmines out there that are no creation of your own that you have to deal with. But for me, I think 18 and over at this point. 4 more weeks. That's what I think.
You never thought there'd have to be a rating for a debate. Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.